Stop right there. Are you about to throw down some grass seed and hope for the best? If you do that, I guarantee you're just wasting your time and money. You'll end up with a patchy, weedy mess instead of that lush, green carpet you've been dreaming of. Starting a new lawn seems simple, but there are critical steps most people skip. They get excited by the most expensive seed and then wonder why it all goes wrong. The secret isn't in the seed itself, it's in the prep work. Today, I'm going to show you the 7 essential things you absolutely must do before a single seed ever touches the ground. Follow these steps and you'll set yourself up for a lawn that's the envy of the entire neighborhood. So what's the first major mistake people make? They guess. They guess what kind of soil they have, they guess what nutrients it needs, and they guess what kind of grass will grow. Don't be a guesser. The very first thing you must do is a soil test. This isn't optional, it's mandatory. You can grab a simple soil test kit from any big box store or your local garden center. Some are basic pH testers, while others are more comprehensive mail-in kits that give you a full breakdown. I highly recommend the mail-in kits. They might take a week or two to get the results, but the information you get back is pure gold. This report will tell you your soil's pH level, which is super important. Most turf grasses prefer a slightly acidic to neutral pH, somewhere between 6.0 and 7.0. If your soil is too acidic or too alkaline, the grass won't be able to absorb nutrients, no matter how much fertilizer you throw down. The test will also reveal any major nutrient deficiencies, like low nitrogen, phosphorus, or potassium. You're essentially getting a cheat sheet for your lawn's specific needs. Without this data, you're flying blind. Once you have your soil test results, it's time for step number 2, which is to kill everything. Yes, you heard me right. You need to completely eliminate all existing grass, and more importantly, all the weeds. Trying to seed into an existing weedy lawn is a recipe for disaster. The new grass seedlings will have to compete for sunlight, water, and nutrients. And guess what? The established weeds will always win. There are a few ways to do this. The quickest method is using a non-selective herbicide containing glyphosate. When used according to the label, it's very effective. You'll spray the entire area, and within a week or two, everything will turn yellow and die. Make sure you read the label carefully for application rates and safety precautions. Also, check how long you need to wait before you can safely plant new seed. It's usually around 7 to 10 days. If you prefer an organic approach, you can use a method called solarization. This involves covering the area with clear plastic sheeting for about 4 to 6 weeks during the hottest part of the year. The heat trapped under the plastic will literally cook the weeds and any existing grass. It takes longer, but it's a very effective, chemical-free way to clear the slate. Whichever method you choose, the goal is the same: a completely bare, lifeless canvas to work with. Now that your area is cleared, we move on to step 3, which is fixing any grading or drainage issues. This is the perfect time to do it. Walk around the area. Do you see any low spots where water tends to puddle after it rains? These low spots will drown your new grass seed and create swampy, muddy patches. Take a shovel and some topsoil to fill in these depressions. Your goal is to create a gentle, uniform slope away from your house foundation and any walkways. You don't want a perfectly flat lawn. That's a common misconception. A slight grade, maybe 1 or 2%, is ideal for promoting proper drainage and preventing water from sitting on the surface. Use a long, straight board or a landscape rake to help you check the level and smooth everything out. Taking the time to get the grade right now will save you from major headaches down the road. With the ground cleared and graded, it's time for step number 4, amending the soil. Remember that soil test we did? Now it's time to put that information to use. The test results will tell you exactly what your soil is missing. If your soil pH is too low or acidic, you'll need to add lime. If it's too high or alkaline, you might need to add sulfur. The test will give you specific recommendations on how much to apply per 1,000 square feet. Don't just dump it on top. you need to work these amendments into the soil. This is also the time to improve your soil structure. Most soils are not perfect for growing grass. If you have heavy clay soil, it's dense and doesn't drain well. Adding compost or other organic matter will help loosen it up, improve aeration, and allow roots to grow deeper. If you have sandy soil, it drains too quickly and doesn't hold nutrients. Again, compost is your best friend. It acts like a sponge, helping the sand retain moisture and nutrients. A good rule of thumb is to spread about 1 to 2 inches of high-quality compost over the entire area. Now we get to step 5, which is tilling or aerating. All those wonderful amendments you just spread out need to be mixed into the existing soil. You can't just leave them sitting on the surface. For a large area, renting a rototiller is the way to go. You want to till everything down to a depth of about 4 to 6 inches. This will thoroughly mix the compost, lime, and other amendments into your native soil, creating a uniform, nutrient-rich bed for your new grass seeds. If you're working in a smaller area or your soil is already in decent shape, you might be able to get away with just using a core aerator. A core aerator pulls small plugs of soil out of the ground, which helps to relieve compaction and allows air, water, and your new amendments to penetrate deeper. After core aerating, you can rake the compost into the holes. The goal here is to create a loose, well-mixed, and well-rated seedbed. After all that tilling and mixing, your lawn is probably looking pretty lumpy and uneven. That brings us to step number 6, final grading and raking. This step is all about creating a perfectly smooth surface for seeding. Use a landscape rake. The back of a bow rake works well too, to knock down any high spots and fill in any remaining low spots. You're trying to create a surface that's as smooth as a billiard table. Take your time with this. Any little bumps or valleys will be very noticeable once the grass starts to grow. As you're raking, you'll also be removing any rocks, roots, or other debris that the tiller brought to the surface. It's a bit tedious, but a clean and smooth seedbed is crucial for good seed-to-soil contact, which is essential for germination. Once you're happy with the smoothness, gently water the area. This will help the soil settle. You might see a few more low spots appear after watering. Just add a little more soil, rake it smooth again, and you're almost there. We finally reached the last and arguably most important step before you even think about seeding. Step number 7 is applying a starter fertilizer. Your brand new grass seedlings are like newborn babies. They need a very specific diet to get a strong start in life. Starter fertilizers are specially formulated for this. They are high in phosphorus, which is the P in the NPK ratio you see on fertilizer bags. Phosphorus is absolutely critical for strong root development. A robust root system is the foundation of a healthy lawn. Without it, your new grass will struggle to find water and nutrients. And it will be much more susceptible to stress from heat, drought, and disease. Look for a fertilizer with a ratio like 1:1, where the middle number, phosphorus, is high. Use a broadcast spreader to apply it evenly across the entire prepared area. Make sure to follow the application rates on the bag. Applying too much fertilizer can actually burn and kill the delicate new seedlings. Once the starter fertilizer is down, you are officially ready to plant your grass seed. So let's quickly recap the 7 essential steps. First, get a soil test to know exactly what you're working with. Second, kill all existing vegetation to give your new seed a clean slate. Third, fix any grading and drainage issues to prevent water problems. Fourth, amend the soil with compost and whatever your soil test recommends. Fifth, till or aerate to mix those amendments in and loosen the soil. Sixth, perform a final grade to create a smooth, clean seedbed. And seventh, apply a starter fertilizer to give your new seedlings the nutrients they need for strong root growth. By following these 7 steps, you are doing 99% more than most people. You're not just planting grass, you're building a lawn from the ground up the right way. You're creating the perfect environment for your seed to thrive, which will result in a thicker, greener, and healthier lawn for years to come. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more lawn care tips.